Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all well. I'm okay. I've got a croaky voice, you can probably tell. I had a bit of a croaky voice yesterday when I filmed. I feel like I've got a summer cold, sore-ish throat and what have you. Keep sneezing every now and then. I think I told you that Neil was poorly. I told one or two people in the comments anyway. I don't know if I said it on film, but yeah, he's got COVID. Now I've been tested for the last 2 mornings running and mine keep coming up negative, so I'm pretty sure I've got a cold. Neil is very poorly, bless him. I have an awful feeling he's got COVID and a cold, but we'll see. It might come to fruition that I've got it, but yeah, I'm definitely nowhere near as poorly as he is. I just feel like I've got a cold. Right, so today's Tuesday, which is Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group challenge, which is, oh, I've got a stack of those. And I said to you yesterday in the video that it was something I haven't done before, I haven't used before, that I've got a stack of, and it's these. So these are the cigarette cards. Now this is just a small pack of the Wildflowers Wills ones. I've got animal ones, I've got butterfly ones, I've got books of them with them stuck in. So I'd like to use quite a lot of, if I can. Oh, that one's got a tear in it by the looks of it. What a shame, piece missing. I'll have to cut it out or something. Now, you know, you can use them to tuck in pockets and things like that, but there's a limit to how many little tiny pockets like that you have, and I've got lots of little tags. I will be saving some to use for that because the backs are beautiful. So it's nice to see the backs and the front, but not that amount. Okay, so I'm going to use other things that I've got stacks of, but you have seen before. So these brown envelopes, now it's going down because that's my stack. It's not that huge now. And I'm going to make, well, I started to make one to show you. Couldn't stop myself, just kept going. Often the case with me. I think this is the one I made first. So just stamped on it, layered up some backing papers and labels and numbers and things, and just put one card as the centerpiece on the front, and I really like it. Now I thought about putting it as a tuck, but I'm not going to. I think it looks like it's just fallen on there, and it's on there and you can pick it up, so it's giving it a bit of dimension, if you like, but it's not, it's stuck down. I've also used up some of these, which I've got lots of, and we all have lots of, don't we? So strips, pretty strips that I can't bring myself to throw away. I also brought along some little labels, just a few, so I'm not digging through the massive box, and they're all plain ones, so I took out plain ones, you know, without anything on them. And all these are bits from the Tim Holtz, what was it, is it Keepsakes? I think, yes, Keepsakes, that the lovely Carol in America sent me. I'm starting to use it now, Carol. I've hoarded. I'm going to start using them. Yep, some little doily die cuts and some other little labels and bits and pieces. I think these are yes, Nanines. Yeah, so I've not got loads. I want to just use what I've got here. Yeah, so this was the first one I made, and I'm going to keep them in stash as something to fill a pocket with. So it's going to be like an envelope to fill a pocket with. So and I said I wasn't making pockets, didn't I, without, or anything without the card inside. So all I've done is cut pieces of card from my scraps. Don't know what I've done with the box now, and I'll need it to get some more. Oh no, I've got some out. Yep, so whatever scraps of card, what did I do with them? I turned my trolley round, that's what's confusing me. Let me turn it back again. That's it. So yeah, just these small scraps of card stuck in my card scraps box. So I thought I'll pull these out, just cut them to size. I'm not going to decorate them today, but you know, they're there ready and go. Now it might be that I will come on off camera, and any of the papers that I've got left I might just collage on them so that they match-ish to what they're going on. So yeah, so they can go inside a pocket as an envelope. They can yeah, they've got journaling on the back. They can be stuck down on a page as a flip up. So they're just going in stash like that. So that was the first one I made. Then I made one using So this is a piece from that kit that I was just telling you about, the Tim Holtz kit, which is Keepsakes, and I pulled a few big pieces out of it as well. So some little tiny pieces and some nice big pieces, which I thought would be nice on the front. And then same thing, just a label. It's going to be one of those days where I can't think of words, isn't it? With some little scissors, a label and a cigarette card, which is what I want to use. Right, I've got my tea here, you can probably see it. I need to have a little sip. Gosh, and that sounds to me like somebody might be digging the road up. I don't know if you can hear it. It's not really close, but I can hear it. Yeah, and I might want a number or something there, so I've got my little number box here, so I put numbers on these. I put washi on this sticky bit here, because I think you've seen before with these, they the sticky stays, and the minute I close that to do anything, it's stuck shut. So that was one of the first things I did, was put washi on there. I think on this one, oh, I thought I had one. I have got one somewhere that I didn't put washi on, that I put a little strip on. Those two I've put strips on the back. This one I've just left stamped. Okay, so shall we make some? Two of those have got cards in, that one has yet. Again, just a piece out of my scrap, nothing on it. So those are all done really via, other than, yeah, the cards need something doing to them. Oh no, those two are. This is the one. I haven't put a card in yet, so I'll leave that one on the top. Right, driving you nuts, aren't I? Also brought my script stamp and the papers. So what did I bring? You don't need an awful lot because I'm only matting them. So that's Victoria Designs. This one I think is also, I think that's Victoria Design as well, but if it's not, it's Stamp with Junk with Steph. And this is a Nanine one, and then a page or 2 pages, but I've nearly used one, of just coffee dyed paper for the journaling on. And some of them are cut up already, just because, you know, as I was doing a piece, it was that long, so this, you know, the second piece came along with it, so that's fine. That will save us time on camera. And I stamped some of these ready. What did I do? Oh look, there's one. Yeah, so you've got to do that first. You've got to put a piece of that on, or I have, otherwise it sticks everywhere. So I've stamped some up ready. I've also put a piece of the journaling paper on there, because to cut the divot out, that needs to be dry. So I thought if I did one drying, you know, it'll be easy to take the divot out to show you. And I've got another one there where, instead of putting the fancy paper on the front and the journaling on the back, I thought we'd have a go at doing it the other way around. Excuse me. So, you know, that's drying, so we can take the divots out of those two. So what we'll do is, those two are all ready to go. I'll just do one with you, just for those of you that don't know what we're doing stamping and what have you wise. But I believe it's Tanya at Tatty Treasure that started it. It was definitely Tanya who I saw doing it a long time ago on her it was an Edith Holden file folder, sort of craft along. I crafted along, a lot of us did, with her, and made it at the same time. And that's the first time I'd seen her do it, I think. It's definitely the first time I did it following her. So I don't know if somebody else did it before her, but she's definitely the queen of stamping the backgrounds in my book. Oops. So I'm just sticking something on the back of that. I do like to, and the washi needs using as well, that particular washi I'm using, because it's sticking to itself. It's getting old, and I think it's probably the heat. Oh dear, didn't know that had been glued on. There we go. Oh, of course it's been glued on. I just glued on it. Yeah. Fool. Yeah, I'm sticky on the back now. I'm going to put something on the back as well, because that's I just want some music paper, but I'd quite like some that's been inked ready. Going to go that way. Yeah, so when you put it on the outside, I don't mind if it goes over, as long as it's got something pretty on the back, and obviously that's it's music paper, so it's double-sided. Right, don't do the same again. I've glued the whole thing, and I needn't have now, so yeah, giving myself a hard job, aren't I? So I'll have to put that one aside now, and let it dry like the others. So shall we try again? Let's do it with washi this time. I won't be so lethal then. This. So there's still quite a lot on it, and it's very, very sticky, so I'm going to be using it quite a lot. And I think, seeing as these, so you can see it rips, these are kind of, well, not kind of, they are, they're grungy. They're grungy envelopes. Oops, let go of me. Yeah, I thought this washi kind of went. So, just to stop that sticking. Do beg your pardon, it's just a silly dry hacking cough. It's very annoying. Oops. So the first thing we want to do is cover the back. Did I have a piece of that cut out? I did. No, it isn't. The first thing we want to do, I've glued on there now, is stamp the front. I don't know why, it's just the way I did it. So it's best if I carry on doing what I practiced. I knew I wanted to use the cigarette cards. I just didn't know what they would look like, so I thought I'll just do one and see, in case it's awful, because my brain's not like it's not on quick fire at the moment. It hasn't been for a few shall I say a few weeks. You can see I've been stamping on, using that as a background for stamping. I'm putting it down to the heat, I think that's what it is, and just not being right well, not top dollar. I'm okay. Cheers. Yeah, so I thought if it doesn't work, you know, thinking on my feet while I'm filming, if I can cut that hassle, I would. And I have. Oh, lovely smell of that. That stays on. I wonder if the other colours smell like that. I don't know. I had a feeling I had a blue stays on somewhere, but I might be wrong. I don't recall seeing it for a while. Cloth. Yeah, the reason I've done that first, like I say, is I want it to dry so I can cut the divot out of it. It's much easier when it's dry as well, or when you've got one mat on, to ink. Until you've got something on, it's very, very flimsy envelope. Just realised I've got the camera a lot closer to me. I hope excuse me, I'm in the right spot. Okay, so while that's drying, I have to put that on the back, haven't I? Yeah. While that's drying, we can then decide what we want on the front. And get rid of that sticky page. Oh, let's see if I can get some better glue papers while you're with me. Yeah, they're better. Trouble is they're very white. The camera may not like them. Let's pop them under there. Right, I'll cut one to show you what I'm doing rather than use one that's ready cut. Shall we go with this one again? So you can see I've been doing it with a tear ruler, which gives you that lovely edge. And the last one I did manage to get two going across, so we'll see if that's still the case. I must have had it from, oh no, I must have had it from there, so it must be still the case. Oops. Excuse me. I suppose the talking's going to make the tickle worse, isn't it? No, I did just have to take a tiny bit off last time, and that's a straight edge, so that's good. Yes, I am going to have to keep sipping. How annoying. Oh, bang. So it's got white edges. So I think it's Kodak paper. I might be wrong that I use. It's only 120, but it feels like lovely thick paper. It seems to be like two layers stuck together, so sometimes when you rip it. Lovely. Right, what are we gluing on? This. Maybe if I use it that way up, it won't upset the camera so much. Oh yeah, they're definitely digging the road up somewhere. How very annoying. Right, let's get this done, because it's so hot. I really cannot shut the windows. I would I would suffocate. And yeah, I know a lot of you say to me, especially Roberta, thank you Roberta, we can't hear the noise, don't fret about it, so I'm going to stop and just assume you can't hear it. Okay, love that paper. Yeah, okay, so shall we? Still not quite dry yet. I did have one that was, we stick something on these that we've already done, and then we'll kind of mass make. Right, so those two have got the backs on, they want fronts on, so let's stick, I had a piece I just done, didn't I? So I might as well use it. Yeah. Still getting used to everything at the side of me instead of on my desk. I go to grab something, I'm like, oh, where is it? And it's in my tray. Oh, my trolley. I should have waited for Prime Day, shouldn't I? I'm just convinced that Prime Day they don't really reduce anything much. Of course, my trolley's £5 less, and they put it on my advertisement, you know, on my page showing me. I'm like, why would you when I just bought it? You know, if I needed another, it would be fabulous, but I don't need another. I don't have room for another, and I've been good. I could make room for one, but I don't need one. This one's just perfect. I haven't really got room for one round me. You just have to put the right thing on it, don't you? Right, shall we have something on that as well? I think we will, in the spirit of using up these strips. Shall I just grab anything? Yeah. Alright, got to turn you the other way now, sorry. At least we'll be able to decorate them all together, which is the fun bit. Although I'm quite enjoying this, I have to say. You know me, sticking and gluing little bits is fun to me. We'll leave that one bare then, and we'll put something on that one. So I've got two. You can see how wet they are now. They shouldn't take too long to dry. Got two. This was the other one that needed a front. I've got a piece of this. Oh no, that's not a front. Let's use one of these. That's nice, isn't it? If I take that top bit off, it's a home pattern. So this is one of the Tim Holtz, and there's a nice little ticket now. One of the Tim Holtz pieces. Nice grungy piece. I'm wondering if I should put a little bit of something under there from a strip, maybe. A little bit of that. Now the writing's upside down. Put it that way then. Put it the right way up. Yeah, I don't mind some of that envelope showing. To be honest, I'm covering brown with brown, aren't I? But just a bit of layering. Yeah, and the cigarette card will probably end up over there anyway. I was just checking you was in camera, and I'm not sure you were in the best possible place. To keep reminding myself. There it is, I knew I'd had one. Well, that was close to the top. In fact, it's literally on the top, but it's folded down, so that's okay. Oh, you ninny. What am I like? I think I'm going to be able to pick it up to put this down. Let's see. Maybe because it's card. No. We'll just go over the top then. It's a shame because I didn't want to hide any of that Tim Holtz piece, but if I can't do things in the right order, it's my own fault. Yeah, so there's another one. It's nearly dry, that one, actually, for cutting. I just keep opening them out and letting a bit of... They shouldn't take long to dry because it's very hot. Right, what have we got here then? What states are we in? We've got paper top and bottom, but nothing else. Right, they all want the insides, so we had one of those, didn't we? A little bit too big in all directions. Well, it needs It needs a ripped bottom. It would fit, but you know, if I don't quite get it on right, I end up hanging over, so I'd rather have a little bit more wiggle room. Oh dear, you want that one, do you? Right, we're on another glue sheet out. So I hope you're all well. I don't know what news I've got for you apart from, you know, what we don't want to talk about. So Neil is at home for the foreseeable. And obviously, you know, he works, as most of you know, he works in a home for extremely autistic young adults, they call them. They're adults actually. Yeah, and they have got it there, so I think it was going to be inevitable. I mean, they've had it there right from the beginning, but they've had quite an outbreak. I'm not supposed to tell you things like that, so I won't say any more, but obviously that's where he's got it from. And yeah, we'd taken mum shopping the day before, so she's done 2 tests like me and she's negative on both of them. So right, now that has not covered up there where I wanted it to, so I'm going to put a strip. Shall we have some tape measure? Let's have some tape measure on it. And she hasn't got any symptoms at all, so it sounds like she's fine. I'm not supposed to be talking about it, am I? It's the only thing happening in my world at the moment. Well, I've just had a food delivery. Lots of ice cream, lots of drink, and lots of fruit, jellies, yogurts, things like that. That's it, so we're not going to have any sticking clothes now. Of course that's going to have a divot out of it, but it'll still look pretty, I think. Did we do the inside of that yet? No. 2 more to go. So we're going to have a good old make, aren't we? Good old mass make today. I know a few people have said that Tony was asking, you know, what people want to see or what they want to do on the challenges, and 1 or 2 people said you should put some of this on the back. Yeah, they don't do mass makes, they just make what they want, you know, at the time, which is fine. You don't have to mass make. I just wanted to say that to join in with what we're doing. You only have to make 1 piece of whatever not what we're playing with, what you're playing with. So it might be that you've got a lot of these. I'm just using it for an example. Obviously it can be whatever. Might be that you've got a lot of these and you just use 1 to make a piece of something, of ephemera, and yeah, put the picture up of the one. You don't have to put a picture up of, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 different pieces. Sometimes I only get 3 made. Is that everything on there? Shall we put something on the front? Let's do the front while we're at it. Another piece ready, so let's do it. So I'm not saying that to make you join in. I'm saying that if you'd like to join in and you feel that you need to make lots of pieces because it's who I've got stacks, you don't. Tanya's really easygoing on the rules, to be honest, as long as you post where you're supposed to. So put the pictures up and the you know, under the I've got stacks of those for each week. When she puts the thread up, that's all you need to do. Just 1 would do. And you can enter without having to create tons of things that you don't want hanging about. There we go. Back first then. Right, did I have any more journal? I've got 2. I've got a piece of that cut up and I've got 1 of these, so I've got several of these, so let's do. It doesn't have to be journaling, does it? It can be pretty both sides. So let's use this on the back. Yeah. Did I stamp that one? No. Did I stamp the others? That one. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't know anything in front of that one. Okay. Getting ahead of myself. Just that one. So that one wants. Excuse me. Let's have another. It's probably all the swigs of tea that's doing it, but yeah, let's put that one on that one because then it's a done deal and it's all ready to go. I've got really sticky fingers, just bear with me. Now, I will get around to it. I completely forgot today. It's like both, can you see both? I keep thinking because these are drying up and I'm nearly out anyway now, these wet wipes. I did see, months and months ago, probably years ago now, Rachel at Roxy Creation, she used to bring a flannel, you know, terry towel in, wet, and keep it near her for that, and I think that would be perfect because it wouldn't dry out, and when it does you can just go wet it again, can't you? And I'll still use these when they're dried out for, obviously, you know, glue, wiping glue and things like that, so I'll still get them, but they're just not lasting at the minute for getting the glue off my fingers while I'm crafting. And I think a terry towel in flannel would do it a lot. Oh, wasn't going on that one. A lot more effectively. So one of these fine days I'll be saying to you, look, I've got my flannel. My fingers are not going to be sticky. Right, let's make sure I use the dry one and not the wet one I've just got out. Because you see, I'm sticky again already, just with that one piece. I don't know if it's just me who can't keep the fingers out of the glue, or if it's a general thing. Right, we need to stamp you. You've been glued on, so let's do it on this like I did before. Oh, you can say I've been stamping on it. I think it just adds to these grungy papers. It certainly doesn't harm them. I didn't stamp under that before I put it on, did I? Now, if I wasn't being so lazy, I also have other stamps that I might like to do that with, some nice flourishes and things like that, but lazy day today, just the one stamp all the way around. Let's have a bit more on there. And I'm going to put the lid on there because it's going to dry up in this heat. I brought it towards me again, haven't I? Right, yeah, something on the back, that's what we was doing. And we were going to use one of these on the front, weren't we? So we said anything that's ready cut. Oops. Which looks like you. I've used this quite a few times now, but although it is quite small, no. Let's use another one of these then. So this is Nanine's clock paper. Trying to think what kit it came with. And I can't. I just have so many of Nanine's now. So it could have been one of the planners. That's too big. I wasn't looking what I was doing there. Yeah, could have been one of the planners. It could have been down the rabbit hole, but I feel like it's not. But that means nothing. When I say I don't know, I literally don't know. But I do know whose it is. Oh, we're still only just on. I'm being mean with it, or whatever the opposite is. Don't glue on that, Denise. It isn't gluing paper. I've got one somewhere, haven't I? Yes. Okay. So I'm kind of doing a mass make, sort of, today. If I hadn't have done so many in advance. But like I say, I did one and thought, yeah, I think that's working right. I'll just try something else. And I thought, oh, I'll just try one of those on the front. And what I should have done was just come on and film them, but now I've got the 3 that I made off camera. And I don't know how many's going to be here. I'll have a count up in a minute. Oh, I bet there isn't 7. It'd be nice to end up with 10, but we'll see. Just because that would be another 10 pieces of scrap card out of my scrap card box. Excuse me. See, I think I might have picked the wet one up there, but it's very nearly dry now. Oh no, I didn't. It must have had the other wet one sat on it. Yeah. Like those clocks, they're nice. These, aren't we? Shall we go with one of the white ones just to change it up a bit? Needs a little bit off it. Oh dear. Good job I don't live in a flat, isn't it, with people below, because I'm always dropping stuff on the floor. And our floors are not very, they're not very strong, to be honest. They're not even proper floorboarding that they've put down. They're like, well, kind of extra thick chipboard. It's bizarre. I've got my brother-in-law to come and have a look, and he said, yeah, that's what they do now in houses. Crazy, isn't it? I'll put something inside the other one. Shall we just have a piece of, yeah, because it's that whitish colour again, isn't it? Shall we go that way? You know, because this is quite a light piece. Just grungy the edge a bit, and we'll put it down first this time. Notice that I'm dragging you into it. We will. Yeah, so unfortunately the caravan was never going to happen, was it? What with my blood and Neil now. I mean, I say he's on sick. He should be on his 5 days off. I said to him, wouldn't you just know it? But it happens when it happens, doesn't it? I'm going to put that down with some Fabri-Tac this time. Just because I feel like it, really. I don't know. It's easy, isn't it? I like Fabri-Tac, as you know, most of the time. I can keep my fingers out of this easier as well than the glue stick, bizarrely enough. So this is a bill of fare from the Victorian restaurant, Whitechapel Road. Tea, coffee and cocoa, always fresh made. Gosh, thank goodness for that. Right, so I think we're ready for, oh, we need to cut some divots out and then we're ready for the fun bit, some embellishing. So just move the papers out of the way. Like I say, like I often do, I may well make some more when I go off camera, just to use some more pieces up because I get so much out. But right, the 3 pieces I made are over there. Let's get rid of that goopy bit off that, because they wreak havoc, those bits. Yeah, so let's see how many I've got. Should we put them front ways? That's the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to end up with 9. Okay, let's see if we can get some divots cut out of them. There it is, looking at me. So I'm not going to measure or anything, I am just going to cut. Yeah, I can tell that some are drying there. Oh, coming up down the edge there. How very naughty of you. I must not have glued it properly. Come on, glue, come out to play. Yeah, I've not had the art glitter out this morning. Nothing. It's had its pin in, I can't understand. Excuse me a moment. So it's coming tomorrow, I believe, from Amazon, my new nozzle. I ordered 2. They didn't have many left, so I thought I'll order 2 and put one away, unless I use both bottles. But yeah, strangely enough, they're coming separately. I ordered them all from the same place. Well, unless they all arrive tomorrow, but I ordered 4 things. 2 things allegedly are coming tomorrow and 2 things on Thursday, I think it said. Of course, they often say that on Amazon, then they knock on your door an hour later and it's arrived. But yeah, I just thought that was very strange, the 2 things. identical. Why did I put that pin in there? I'll leave it in for now. It will rust if I leave it in, because it's not stainless steel. Right, how many did I get before I stopped? And just 2. 3. 4. We'll get to the using up the tea cards in a minute, won't we? Tea cards. You could use tea cards, so you know, cards that you used to get in tea. These are cigarette cards. We also used to get cards with petrol. Oh, that one, you see, that's what happens when it's not. I've only just done that one, haven't I? Right, I'll leave it, and then I'll make, when it's dry, I'll make a bigger divot. So I'm not touching that. That's why they need to be dry. Right, so we'll go with 5 then for now. Right, I've got, where's the one that, oh, that's the one that, I was going to say I should have 2 of those. So I've got 3 of these out of the one paper and 2 others. So let's get some cards. Now I was trying to just take the top cards, but I would like a mix of colours, so let's have blue, that daisy one. It's a bit bright, isn't it? Would that green one look nice on there? I think it would with the black background, so let's be picky. Why not? Oh, dandelions. I'm not going to go through the whole, so shall we have a nice pink one on there? Yep, that'll do. No more. Of course, they were the last thing that I put down, so what I want is, I think the numbers were the last thing. Let's get the ones out to look at. So I didn't put very much on that one at all. So when I did 2 other things underneath them, and then bits in the corners. So what shall we use to go under them? Got some of these doilies. Some more green. Shall we go with a green theme there? Quite like that. Not blue, so a bluish ticket there. Yellow and blue. Orange and a dark brown one with that. Where are my little Tim Holtzy ones? Oh, hidden under there. I like these, but I want the corners the same. So they're in a big strip and I cut them down. They're probably meant, well, I suppose you can use them how you want, but they were probably meant to be used in a strip, but I like them. Get more use out of them, don't you? So that I definitely like there. Now that's quite a nice big, now this isn't a Nina, I know it is. I think I only just cut this out. I think this is from a planner page. It's gonna cover a lot. Quite like it though. So we just want a small stamp, do we? What do we think to the red with the green and the blue? Don't think I've got any other stamps here. Yeah, why not? This bit that I've just cut off. Now we want something bigger here, don't we? I have other labels. Oh, now look, these lovely book pages from Tanya. You know, tiddly tiny book pages. I don't want it to fight what's down there. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, it looks like a wasp and some, don't know what it is, it's a form, but I like the look of it. Quite like it on there. Is there too much orange going on? No, I like it on there. Right, decision made. Let's start with that one then, so I don't start changing my mind. Glue paper. We'll go back with this silly book, I think. It doesn't take much room up. I'll try and get more gluing out of the pages, and then big blob there. I mean, these papers, you could just make these with just the, you know, if you had digitals that were, you know, like collage or ledger sheets, things like that. Just those alone on the brown envelopes are pretty, aren't they? That would be a struggle for me not to put anything on it, and I love the pop these cards are creating. Excuse me. So we've got a bit of an orangey vibe going on here. So yeah, like I say, I want it to look like it's just dropped on rather than it's part of the, I want it to touch the other two pieces. Yeah, I like that. I suppose I ought to do one in the other direction, didn't I? Not that one because of that sticking on that already, so I didn't do many with it, did I? So let me have a quick cuppa. Lovely. Right, this blue one wanted something else, didn't it? So let's move that one out a minute. This one's all done, so let's use this. And then we'll just put the numbers or the little pieces in the corners on them all. Last thing. Right. Gosh, I don't even think I was anywhere near where you could see then. I'm gluing off camera. And I'll try and keep these in camera. Right, so we're going that way with that. Yeah, suddenly looks old, doesn't it? Now it's got the distress ink around it. And was I going with the stamp on top of that? I think I will. Now I've seen people photocopy these. You could probably buy a digital if you don't have any, of them copied. The ones that are out of copyright. I don't know which are and which are not, so I won't copy these. But if you haven't got originals and you've not got any chance to get them, a digital would be fine. So would. You could probably make your own, couldn't you, that look like them out of a floral book, gardening book, something like that. Lovely. I'll put that one up there for now. So this is a very green piece. Should I put this one that way? Let's go that way with this one. That's a good idea. And we want something down here. Probably go for one of these labels, but not a green one. You can do too much green. Quite like that grid one. That's one of Nanine's. Let's do that then. So underneath, yeah, underneath. When I used that last time, I only put half of one on. Just trying to conserve. No wonder I've got so much stuff, is there? Yeah, that's quite gloopy. Eek. Maybe I should have used what should I have used? Anything but glue stick. Fabri-Tac probably. Put that down there. And then, yep. Sorry, you must be sick of hearing me do that. And I do hope you can hear me, because I know there's not a lot of strength in my voice. But if you can't hear me very well, hopefully you'll enjoy watching. Whoops. I do hope it comes back, because I'm about to start the cherry blossom. I think it's cherry blossom, yeah. Kit from Fiona at Lavender Blue Art, and I'd like to talk while I'm doing that. So that one we left bare on the back. That's 3, 2 more then. And neither of them have got the third. What about this? It's quite a nice big piece. It's another. Which way up does it go? That way. yeah, not stop thinking about it and just put it down, I think is the order of the day. Said that way, didn't I? Yeah. And some ink on this. There we go. So I started watching oh, Lisa, is it Lisa? Have I got it right? I'm so terrible with names. No, it's not Lisa. Yeah, it is. Sweet Pea Papers, who is now playing with the Meadows kit, and she's making a lovely accordion journal. So Tanya at Tattytreasure and Nanny at Collage Type, their new collaborated digital that I've just finished playing with. Yeah, I've just started watching her play with that, so that's something nice. If you haven't had a look, pop over and have a look. I'm sure most of you have. The description, if you want to find it, to her channel will be in Tanya's link tree, and Tanya's link tree is always in my description, so it's just 2 clicks to get you there. Yeah, like that. Is that 4? Yeah, so this is a 5th. Yeah, if you want to pop over and have a look at that one. Just wanting something I'm wondering about, oh, these are quite plainish. These are the name labels, quite big though, aren't they? Yeah, I was wondering about just a strip of music. What have we got on the back? No music, so that's good. We're going this way again. I'd like that dandelion bit showing, so yeah, that'll do me. Let me just do something with that glue page. It's not pretty, so I'll glue over here again where you can't see. Just so that I'm staying on camera for this. Excuse me. I think the corner pieces, the little numbers, are the little labels or bits that I put in the corner. You know, just finish them off. I mean, they're pretty like this, aren't they? But yeah, when they get the last corner piece on, I think it just makes the pieces. So just like me, they're quite full on. There's a lot of embellishment on them, and why not? If it makes you happy, and it makes me happy, why not put lots of embellishment on? I know 1 or 2 people are telling me they're just the same, just don't know when to stop. Why should you? When you've got it all there waiting to be used, why should you stop? Right, let's have them where you can actually see what's going on, because we want some numbers, and I've got a little box of them here. But it's a drawer out of my drawer thing. They're quite it's quite a deep one, so it's hard to see them when you're in it, so I'll just lace them out. I don't know how far this way you can see, to be honest, but you'll see them when I put them on. Oops, we're bubbling. I'll just put that on the glue book, and then if it does run down. Right, so I want smallish ones, some quite big ones there. I have a feeling I've already put that on one. That's the problem. That one's nice. I'll empty the whole lot, because the little ones will drop to the bottom, won't they? I'll just lay a few about. That's the same number but slightly different. Oh, 3 different colours in it. Yep. What about a black one on this? Or a dark one? No, I don't like those black ones. No. It's just finding the right thing. Oh, that's nice. There's a black one. like it on there with that black background there. Yeah, okay, so let's have this darker green one perhaps here on that. That's it. That was good. So we've got, well, one of these two be nice on here. I quite like that up there. Green on green, but if I make the edges stand out. Yeah, quite like that on there. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got one of those on all of them. And to be honest, I don't think they need anything else. The others, where I put a bit of something in the corner here or there on a couple of them, it was just that they were quite bare. I've made these quite full on, as I do. So yeah, just stick those on and we're done. Right, so the lid can go on that, we don't need it. We'll sort it out in a minute. So these are going on with glue stick. Oops. It's got a few white bits on it, so I really don't know how long I've been. Looks like I'm heading for an hour. All I need to do now is just grab a few bits of card to put in, because I'm definitely not leaving these any pockets at all without tags. Now they won't be finished tags, will they? But they will be. They'll be nearly done, and I just might, maybe later on today, come back and finish them. I might not, but what's that up there? I think it was. Oh. That one there. Yeah, so if you don't like really full on like me, like I say, you could just put papers on them. You could just make the tea card the centerpiece and just put like coffee dyed paper. You could just stamp them or stencil them, the envelopes, and just put your tea card or your cigarette card on. Is that them all? Yeah, I think so. So just chop some cards up then for them. Where's my lid gone from that? There. So it would be nice not to put all of these back in my now they won't be staying this colour, they'll be yeah, what will they be? collaged or covered both sides. So if we say there for that one, about there, and just chop some of the excess off with the scissors. I'm going to do them on the trimmer. Don't know why it's got one there, but just so that I can see roughly where it goes. Yeah. Right, now these look like they were a template for something. That's the big something. It's Weetabix. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's it's like a front of a. I knew should have paid my alimony on time. My wife's just repossessed me. It's a card topper. It's meant to be funny, but not all that, is it? But it will be fine for a covering. It's green. So about there and there. Chop the excess off. I think I'm going to be really good and put those in the bin. I'm just starting to get, oh, well, I think you're just going to fit nice. 2 pieces, look, if I cut it down. Yeah, I'm just starting to get cleared a little bit, so I'm trying not to keep 2 smaller pieces for now. Yeah, I think they're big enough actually. I've got 5, yeah. Okay, that's not so bad. And I think those 2 Weetabix pieces I'm going to put in the bin, because they've got like indentations in them from the so that's all that's going back. Oh no, and that, but that's not bad. Chopper. So I will have, what's the one that I didn't finish? Yeah, there's one still to finish, isn't there, that was wet. So I will have 8 done. Brilliant. 1, 2. I like this idea. I think they were just fitting, weren't they? They might want squaring up, but 3. Yeah, they're quite thin pieces of card as well, so you know, when I've collaged both sides, they won't be too fat, they'll just be nice. Lovely. And this one, I did chop him. There. And oh dear, finished just in time, I think. Need to have a really good quaff of me tea. Oh, wrong way, that's it. Lovely. So remember to give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching. Pop over onto Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group and have a look what everyone else is making. Remember, if you just want to have a go at one thing, feel free to still join in with us. And I will see you again tomorrow. Yeah, they are colourful, aren't they? I'll see you again tomorrow with yeah, the new project. Hope you all have a lovely evening. See you soon. Bye bye.